Breaking news, the Seattle Times has just reported what we've all expected, that 95% of the Seattle Teachers Union has voted on a measure to approve a strike authorization. We're standing by to hear from the union itself on whether or not this happens on the first day of school tomorrow, but we know that union members have been casting votes for several days now, and this is live coverage of the union, the Seattle Education Association, announcing its results. Let's watch together live. We'll see if the Zoom holds up. If not, we'll come out and continue our coverage.
We can't, as a membership, we have spoken really loudly and clearly that we can't continue that same status quo. It's unsustainable. It's leading to educator burnout, where students' needs are not being met. So, that is what has been on the line for us in negotiations, what we've been fighting really hard for. Our bargaining team representing the membership of nearly 6,000 members working in Seattle Public Schools, whether we're talking about paraprofessionals, office professionals, certificated staff, substitutes, represent all of these different roles in Seattle Public Schools. And we have, we had a really difficult decision to make. And believe me, that decision was not taken lightly on whether or not we would authorize a strike, because no one wants to strike. It's not something, that people just choose, but SPS has given us no choice because, again, we can't go back to the way things have been. We need to fight for something better. So this morning at 9 a.m., our strike authorization vote did close. Members spoke very loudly and clearly. We had 75% of our membership voting. 95% of them voted to authorize a strike. So if a tentative agreement has not been reached before tomorrow, our members, our SAOPs, our office professionals, our paraprofessionals, certificated and substitute staff will be on picket lines in front of their work sites starting as early as 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning and picketing until our bargaining teams reach a tentative agreement.
Okay, you're watching live coverage here of the union, the Seattle Teachers Association, announcing that 95% of their members who voted, 95% voted to authorize a strike. It doesn't mean there is a strike right now. It means they've authorized one if there's no agreement by tomorrow. Our Natalie Swaby has been covering this story for days now, joining us live from the newsroom with the latest. Natalie.
Yeah, it is important to point out just what you said, that teachers have voted to authorize a strike if an agreement is not reached before tomorrow morning. So there is still time today for negotiations, and both parties are at the bargaining table today. I reached out to Seattle Public Schools a short time ago. We are still awaiting a response from the school district. Meanwhile, teachers are talking about their priorities. The union representing teachers is the Seattle Education Association, and they want supports for students in special education and multilingual education. They want workload, caseload, and class sizes to be manageable to prevent educators from getting burnt out. And they say they want respectful, competitive pay. Now, over the holiday weekend, Seattle Public Schools sent families and staff a letter letting them know a delay for the start of school is likely. It also stated that the district did ask the union to consider an agreement called a Memorandum of Understanding that would have guaranteed an on-time start to school while allowing negotiations to continue. Well, the union rejected that proposal, calling it a distraction. The union president says they need the school district to match their sense of urgency and be at the bargaining table. So happening this afternoon, the union is holding what it calls a United for Our Students rally. That rally will happen at district headquarters here in Seattle at 4:30, and we will be there. We're going to bring you the very latest from teachers and from the school district. That'll happen today during our 4 p.m. newscast. Steve.
Okay, so what happens if nothing gets announced by tomorrow? And we'll take that to mean 12:01 right after midnight. Do I take my kid to the bus stop or do I not?
That's the question so many parents have on their mind right now. What we are learning from the union, they say if an agreement is not reached by tomorrow, then they'll be on the picket lines by 7:30 a.m. So a lot to watch here. We need to see what the school district has to say, how negotiations are going. We're going to be getting the latest from the union all day. So we're going to be following all those developments and keep you all posted throughout the evening.
Natalie Swaby reporting live from the King 5 newsroom. Thank you, Natalie. And of course, Seattle, the biggest school district in the state, but it's not the only district where we're having issues between teachers and districts. No agreement in Kent, so school canceled again today. If that strike lasts through tomorrow, the district says it will start offering free meals for students in need. In Port Angeles, classes will continue as planned after the teachers did reach a tentative deal with their district to avert a strike. The union said its members voted overwhelmingly to ratify that deal last night.